Chuck! Guybrush, come over here. Gently now. Remove my mask.
Will you promise to stop picking on me?
All right, I promise. Anything. Just put my leg back on.
Hey, you kids. You're not supposed to be in here.
What's next?
Let's goof on those two. Pretend they're our parents.
Yeah! Sorry we ran off. You were probably worried about murderers and ne'er-do-wells.
Don't worry, I found him.
Come on, let's go.
Let's pretend I have powers that make lightning come out of my eyes.
It's so lifelike.
I wonder if it's real. Sorry, boys, could you stop following us? It's creepy.
Yes, sir. Come on. I saw a scurvy dog shack back there.
Scurvy dogs. I've never had one of those.
No way. You have to try one. It's the best thing you'll ever eat in your life. No fooling.
Wow. What should we do next?
We gotta get to scurvy dogs. I can't believe you never had one.
Those glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor.
I once got a scurvy dog that was bigger than my head.
You kids better have money.
Yeah, we've got all kinds of money. Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure. If you give me a piece of 8, that's money that grown-ups use.
I know what a piece of 8 is.
Good for you. You can have a couple of dogs if you give me one.
Please? Can't you spare something for a couple of hungry kids?
Listen up, you little moocher. Let me tell you something. I don't see that well. For all I know, you could be some really short 30-year-old guy trying to take advantage of my disability. In which case, shame on you. You should know better. And if you really are kids, then I have to tell you, I don't like kids. Don't like talking to them. Don't like listening to them. Don't like to smell them. You come in here, make fun of me, sneeze on the food, spill stuff on the floor, and leave without buying anything. I'd rather have rats.
I've got good news for you then.
I'm an honest businessman trying to make an honest living. I don't need 50 kids a day coming in and wasting my time trying to get me to give them free food.
I guess never mind.
Hey, I know. Let's look for change in the outhouse across the way. Coins fall out of people's pockets when they sit down in there.
Now what?
Can we get some chicken foot fries?
You got 2 pieces of 8?
No.
Then no fries.
Those glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor.
I don't see very well, but I can hear just fine. Now what?
Can we get a mug of grog, please?
Grog's for grown-ups. Beat it.
Some places you go have scurvy dogs with cheese inside.
What should we do next?
Let's look for change in the outhouse. Maybe we can find enough to get scurvy dogs.
It's locked. Maybe one of the shops has a key.
I once had the hiccups for 4 days straight.
The words don't look like words, but there's a picture of a scurvy dog.
Now what?
Do you have a key to the outhouse?
On the wall.
They put it on a leg to keep you from walking off with it. I'll bring this right back, sir.
You'd be wise to do that. I got the leg from the last kid who didn't bring back the key.
It's locked. Good thing I've got the key in my pocket.
Good, you unlocked it.
Please wash hands before leaving outhouse. I'm not touching that gunk. It seems more like something Chucky would do. Hey, Chucky, it says you're supposed to wash your hands.
I never wash my hands.
I dare you to take a drink of this.
No way, I'm not doing that.
I double dare you to take a drink of this.
Don't want to get sick before I get my scurvy dog.
Where should we look?
All over. Do you see any coins?
It isn't a piece of 8, but it's a round piece of metal about the same size and shape as a piece of 8.
That's called a slug. It's like a fake coin.
I thought it was a piece of 8 at first. It looks just like a piece of 8. A fake coin is almost as good as a real coin. Chucky, why don't you look in the toilet?
No way. You do it.
Okay. Gross. I am not doing that again. I am not doing that again. I'm not sure how we can get scurvy dogs without any pieces of 8.
We might have all we need. I don't think that guy can see very well.
I'm not sure how we can get scurvy dogs without any pieces of 8.
We might have all we need. I don't think that guy can see very well.
Gross. Gross. I double dog dare you to take a drink of this.
I'll do it for 1,000,000 pieces of 8.
You will?
No,
I triple dibble dare you to drink this.
I'll do it if you do it first. Did you know you can keep a scurvy dog warm by sticking it in your armpit?
What's that over there?
Where?
Okay, I took a drink.
You did not.
Did so.
Did not.
Did so.
Do it again then.
Okay, you don't have to drink, but I dare you to wash your hands.
Fine. Your turn.
Ew! You actually did it!
Your Your turn.
No way!
In France, they call a scurvy dog a chien scorbut. Your turn.
No way! Please wash hands before leaving outhouse. Hey, Chucky, stand over here for a minute.
Nah, I want to get scurvy dogs.
Hey, Chucky, stand over here for a minute.
Nah, I want to get scurvy dogs.
Exhibit removed. Aww. This would be great for apple bobbing. Let's not go back there again. We'll just get yelled at.
Yeah, let's get scurvy dogs instead. I'm hungry. I can stand on my head without using my hands.
I'm not sure how we can get scurvy dogs without any pieces of 8.
We might have all we need. I don't think that guy can see very well.
Hey, Chucky, get ready to run. I guess they don't like visitors.
Let's go next door and get scurvy dogs.
Sounds real. Wakey, wakey, Mr. Pirate. Hello? Bill!
Ha! He's dead to the world.
We'll get some scurvy dogs and then go play over there.
Now what?
Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure, if you give me a piece of 8.
What can we get with this?
Tastes like a piece of 8. Enough for a couple of scurvy dogs if you want.
Perfect!
Take 'em, boy.
What are you getting?
What?
Just kidding. Here's yours. So good! What do you want to do now?
I don't know. What do you want to do? I wonder where those 2 people we were following went. That's my friend Dee. Hey, Dee.
Hey, Chucky, what are you jerk faces up to?
We just got here.
I'm making a list of stuff to do.
Give me that. I'm an expert planner. There. Perfect. See you around the park, shitheads.
That's a cool anchor.
That just shows how little you know about anchors. This one's not a very good example. You'd know that if you read as much about anchors as I have. Did you know that anchors originally weren't designed to hold ships in place? They were used in combat, shot from cannons as a grapple when you were trying to board another ship. They started making them bigger and bigger because they would do more damage that way. Then people noticed what happened when you missed the other ship and hit the sea bottom instead. The current bow-shaped design is actually less effective than the sharper V-shaped design that was popular last century. But the older design went out of fashion after sailors started to think the letter V was bad luck. You can still find the old kind around sometimes, but collectors have grabbed most of them. On a modern anchor, if you look close, you can tell that one side is a little larger than the other. That's to prevent what's called plummeting, where the anchor goes down too evenly and then it doesn't catch well on the bottom. The little flanges at the tips are at different angles to make it twist on the way down for the same reason. Most anchors these days are made of iron, and you have to recast them like twice a year because they rust. About 30 years ago, somebody thought of a way to get around that by making them out of wood instead. All kinds of people invested a lot of money in these wooden anchor companies. But the only way they could keep them from floating was to attach another anchor. And so they gave up and went back to the old way. The word anchor comes from the Sanskrit word nagara, meaning city. They're called that because when you stop in the middle of the ocean, it's like you've made port at an invisible city. Yeah, I'm kind of an expert on anchors. I read a lot.
I wonder where this path goes.
Hey, Chucky, want a race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go!
I win!
I wonder where this path goes.
Hey, hands off! That's our bread!
Don't feed the duck. I want to feed the duck. I want to feed the duck. What's this red glob on the ground?
That's ketchup. It's supposed to be really good with scurvy dogs. You should put that on your scurvy dog.
Do not pick the 4-leaf clovers. As if! Let's look for a 4-leaf clover.
Okay.
Good luck with that.
I found one!
Awesome.
There was still one left? Darn.
I want to save 2 scurvy dogs at the same time. I have an extra tooth in the back. I can feel it with my tongue.
Excuse me,
Yes?
could we have some of your bread to feed the duck?
I don't think so. We brought it for ourselves.
Excuse me,
Yes?
will you pretend to be our parents again?
What do you mean, again?
Run along and find your real parents.
I wonder what's in that basket.
Let's find out.
What do you think you're doing? Kids these days have no regard for personal property.
And no respect for your elders.
I have half a mind to give you a piece of my mind.
And I've got the other half.
Blah, blah, blah.
Gotta run.
How rude.
Excuse me,
Would you boys mind letting us enjoy our day in peace? Thanks.
excuse me,
Would you boys mind letting us enjoy our day in peace? Thanks.
Did you know your feet won't smell if you don't wash them? Give it some of your bread.
I never thought I'd ever find one. I stole it from that couple. It unlocks the outhouse. want a sword fight with me?
You don't look very challenging.
Do you want a sword fight with me?
You don't look very challenging.
At home, I've got a collection of old scurvy dog sticks that fills a whole shoebox. Let's be frank, you can never hope to beat me.
No way! You'll never catch up to my level.
I win!
I win!
You guys are both pretty weak.
Well, anyway, that was fun.
Your sword is as sharp as a banana.
I'll still pare you down to size.
I for sure won that one.
In your dreams?
You fight like kids.
You're about as scary as a bowl of oatmeal.
I'll be sure to break you fast.
I'm so the best at this.
Almost as good as me.
I've seen better footwork from a footstool.
I wonder where this path goes. You fight like a doofus.
Yeah, like a doofus, who's an amazing fighter, you mean?
Okay, that was a good comeback.
I know.
You guys give new meaning to the term practice dummy.
Let's be frank, you can never hope to beat me.
I relish the opportunity, you scurvy dog.
I for sure won that one.
In your dreams?
Your delivery is going to the wrong zip code.
Your sword is as sharp as a banana.
And your brain is almost as sharp as that.
I'm so the best at this.
Almost as good as me.
You're as subtle as two rhinos at a tea party.
You're about as scary as a bowl of oatmeal.
This will be a grueling fight for you.
Okay, that was a good comeback.
I know.
I can't decide if I'm watching a comedy or a tragedy.
You fight like a doofus.
How appropriate. You fight like a goober.
Okay, that was a good comeback.
I know.
The deadliest thing on that stage are your scurvy dogs.
I wonder where this path goes. Let's be frank, you can never hope to beat me.
I mustard give it a try, just the same.
I win!
I win.
You guys give new meaning to the term practice dummy.
Your sword is as sharp as a banana.
What a corny line.
I win!
I win.
Your delivery is going to the wrong zip code.
You're about as scary as a bowl of oatmeal.
Oatmeal is actually kind of scary, though.
I win!
I win.
You guys are both pretty weak.
You fight like a doofus.
So's your old man.
I win!
I win.
You're as subtle as two rhinos at a tea party.
You're about as scary as a bowl of oatmeal.
This will be a grueling fight for you.
I for sure won that one.
In your dreams.
Your delivery is going to the wrong zip code.
I already found a four-leaf clover. Do you like to hunt for four-leaf clovers?
Yeah, I leave them where they are and take the extra leaves off. I want things to be even.
I should find a coin to throw in.
I wonder where this path goes.
What you looking at?
Those kids jumping rope down there, they're doing it wrong.
Did you know you can keep a scurvy dog warm by sticking it in your armpit?
grabbing the key.
You want a medal?
They put it on a leg to keep you from walking off with it.
I once had the hiccups for 4 days straight.
Excuse me.
Would you boys mind letting us enjoy our day in peace? Thanks.
Are we done here? We might not be able to come back if we head this way.
I should find a coin to throw in. I should throw my coin in and make a wish. Maybe I should throw this down the wishing well. I wish we could speak backwards. Or what a...
Yes, you know.
Yes, well,
That was fun.
Aw, man, it wore off.
Too bad. You made more sense than usual.
I wish Chucky had a mustache.
Ah! Whoa!
I wish D would disappear.
What?
Hey, neat.
Ouch!
Hey. I wish for a cool plant.
A plant? What a waste of a wish.
Ooh.
I take it back. That was the best.
I wish for another scurvy dog.
Those things are bad for you.
Huh?
Told you so.
Hey, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Threepwood.
Hey kids, having fun?
Yeah.
We got scurvy dogs!
Those have toenails and stuff in them. Ugh, I read about it.
And we were playing your adventures. We just did Big Whoop.
Big whoop! Oh boy, that takes me back.
I like it when Chucky asked me to put his leg back on. He says it really funny.
You guys always make up the craziest stuff for the ending of that story.
It's fun.
But you can't just change it around. That's not how storytelling works.
A lot of your stories don't feel like they're finished at the end.
What do you mean?
Well, like, there's this one that you call The Secret of Monkey Island, where you went to Monkey Island and fought LeChuck.
Oh, that story has a great ending. There's punching and fireworks. I thought you liked that one.
But you never did find the secret. Not the real one.
Sure, but that's not what that story was about. Kids, let me tell you a story that is about finding the secret of Monkey Island.
Is this a long story?
I think maybe I gotta go use the bathroom or something.
Yeah, I have to go walk my tarantula.
Maybe I should go with them.
No, stick around. This is a good one. See, there was a rumor going around that my old nemesis, LeChuck, had somehow discovered the exact location of the secret of Monkey Island. I knew I had to get it before he did, so I went to Melee to get my own expedition started and beat him to the punch. Feels good to be back on Melee Island, the hub of pirating in the Caribbean, where every good expedition begins. I'll see some old pals and get things rolling. Or sailing in this case. Hi, I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Remember me?
Of course. We lookouts have a lot of discretionary thinking time. I use mine to revisit my memories of every Ann, Jack, and Guybrush who spent 5 seconds with me a decade ago on their way to someplace else.
Wow.
Relax, I'm just winding your anchor chain. Haven't seen you in a while, Threepwood. What have you been up to?
Oh, you know, freebooting mostly, swashing buckles and so on. But now I'm getting an expedition together to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, you're sailing with LeChuck.
What? LeChuck's here in Melee? Is there widespread panic? Are people evacuating?
He doesn't seem interested in carnage at the moment. Ship's just here taking on supplies and crew, as far as I can tell.
Well, anyway, no, I'm not sailing with LeChuck. Do you know my history with him? That guy steals all my best ideas.
Are you sure it isn't the other way around? Seems like he was here first.
I don't know how he found out, but I'm sure he's just doing this to get one up on me. He's an evil zombie ghost pirate, terror of the seas, and sometimes the land. A nefarious, conniving, murdering scallywag. A depraved, ruthless villain. And a loud talker. And I'm not those things.
They say opposites attract, but what do I know?
We've been enemies for my whole career. Everywhere I go, there he is. He plagues me. He's my nemesis.
Funny. He said the same thing about you.
LeChuck kidnapped my wife. He's always had designs on her. I sailed to Monkey Island to find them and get her back.
Oh, I thought you weren't married yet when that happened. And didn't she more or less rescue herself?
That's not the point. I'm mounting my own voyage. Mine.
Well, you'd better get cracking then. LeChuck's loading up on the outer dock as we speak.
Well, I'm gonna hire a ship and a crew and beat him to the punch. Just as soon as I can get someone to back the venture. I'm a little short on funds at the moment.
In that case, you'll want to go talk to the pirate leaders at the Scum Bar.
Exactly. That's why I came to Melee. It'll be great to see those old guys again. We'll knock back a grog and hash out the details.
Scum Bar, by the docks. Long table in the back.
I know where I'm going.
We'll see. Shouldn't you be on your way to the Scum Bar to talk to the pirate leaders?
I was just about to head down there. I detect a certain resemblance here.
Yes, it looks a lot like an owl, doesn't it?
Hi there, little guy. Hi there, little guy.
Hi.
Hi there, little guy. I could stare at this forever, but that wouldn't be much fun for you. I've got a few coins for incidentals. My business right now is down those stairs with 3 pirate leaders and the fat wad of cash they're going to give me. Well, I just came from up there. I really need to talk with the pirate leaders before I admire the view again. Well, I just came from up there. I really need to talk with the pirate leaders before I admire the view again. Re-elect Governor Carla. Re-elect Governor Carla. I'll talk to the pirate leaders before I go see what LeChuck is up to. I'll talk to the pirate leaders before I go see what LeChuck is up to. I better get cracking if I want to get to the secret before that scheming blackguard. Some things never change. The Scum Bar will be here as long as there are pirates. Damn pirate wannabes. Oops, I almost forgot to duck into the Scum Bar to ask the pirate leaders to back my expedition. Looks like a circus act. Maybe. I really need to talk with the pirate leaders first. It's a book for storing collectible trivia cards. Looks like someone just left it here unattended.
Yo ho!
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
you seen the pirate leaders around? This is their table. In fact, you'd probably better move. You don't want to get caught sitting here.
It's our table, Rummy.
We're the pirate leaders.
Get lost.
Where are the 3 older guys who used to hold court here?
Who cares?
Probably crying in an alley somewhere, wishing they were still relevant.
Making up trials for each other and writing memoirs that no one will read.
I hadn't heard there was a change of leadership.
Oh no. Did nobody remember to notify you?
Maybe your party invite got lost in the mail.
Is it you I should talk to about financing an expedition?
An expedition. Who is it that you think you are exactly?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Probably you've heard of me.
Probably not.
Permission to slaughter the annoying old wastrel man, Captain Madison.
Wait, it was Captain Madison? She's like famous! I've got her on a trading card. Her plunder stats are amazing!
Plunder stats aren't everything.
Then the others were Captain Lila and Captain Trent? It was Lila who threatened to kill you?
Look, they weren't that great, okay? Listen to the story.
Want me to slaughter him?
Don't bother. He's just a harmless hack who thinks he has a good idea for a pirate raid.
I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island.
You're wasting our time.
The secret? I didn't think that was even a real thing.
It's a prize of incalculable monetary value.
I don't know about incalculable. Quick, who can count to 0 the fastest?
Okay, I'm sensing some reluctance, but hear me out. I could make it worth your while to help me hire a crew. A percentage of their earnings or something?
No one in here wants to chase your pipe dream.
With backing, I can work it out. It's a surefire investment. Triple your money or your money back.
Not interested.
If you don't take this opportunity, LeChuck will grab it.
LeChuck?
Yes, the dreaded zombie ghost pirate LeChuck himself is also going after the secret. He's here in Melee getting ready right now. If that doesn't prove it's a worthwhile venture, I don't know what else to tell you.
Great. Problem solved.
Excellent. You'll do it.
No, of course not. Why waste money on an expedition when you can just join the one that's already going?
Have fun with your scary ghost friend. Bye-bye.
Well, the slight problem with that idea is that LeChuck and I are basically mortal enemies. Fine. I don't need you or your money. I can do this on my own. If I can't buy a ship, I'll steal one. I'm a pirate. I'll find a way to get to Monkey Island no matter what it takes. I like the old pirate leaders better. Elaine?
Guybrush! Wait, are you going to tell a mushy part now?
A little, but I can skip over the hugs and kisses. Elaine!
Guybrush!
How's your scurvy prevention project?
It's great! We're going to get a lot of limes to a lot of sailors and save a lot of lives. I've got to come up with a way to deal with Captain Madison, though. The pressure she's putting on the town is making it hard for social programs like mine.
Sounds like we both met Captain Madison.
I don't like her. She's the one who pushed to shut down the shipyard.
She doesn't understand the value of the secret of Monkey Island.
She laughed at me.
Me too.
Obviously, the woman has no taste and a lousy sense of humor.
I feel better just talking to you.
Me too.
You wouldn't happen to have a ship with you?
No, silly. I came on a charter. Just like you.
I figured that, but it never hurts to ask. I'm finding it harder than I thought to get hold of a ship and a crew for my expedition.
Why don't you ask around at the docks? I'm sure you can find something.
Thanks. I'll try that. You've probably got to get going.
You say goodbye first.
No, you say bye 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 first.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Going out of business? This place is an institution. They're having a half-off sale. Well, the voodoo here must be authentic, culturally and historically accurate. The sign says so. It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never once made it all the way to the end. Elaine would kill me if she caught me pulling down her flyers. It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never once made it all the way to the end. The International House of Mojo. This place hasn't changed in years.
Welcome, Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again.
I have been waiting for you.
You mean...
Fate ordained that you would be here several minutes ago. Only you can manage to be late, even when you are fated to arrive.
It's a gift.
Allow me to seek knowledge on your behalf.
Will it cost me anything?
Pride, free will. Not much. The way to the secret is like a serpent which swallows itself. Many obstacles lie ahead.
Serpent, obstacles, got it.
You must walk the path. Yet you have already walked the path.
And now I'm going back again.
When you are unsure of the way forward, open this book for guidance on what is to come.
It can tell me my future?
In a way. Think of it as a book of hints.
What is it really?
A book of hints. Use it wisely. To know too much diminishes the voyage.
Neat. Thanks.
No charge. Now you must go. I have a luncheon.
At this hour?
It is a midnight luncheon, and your destiny lies at the docks.
It does?
Most assuredly.
At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly. At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly. The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Melee. The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Melee. Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. Oh, this was my favorite novelty store. Oh yeah, that clock has been broken for decades now. Elaine would never have stood for this when she was governor. What kind of person would just paint on a wall like that? This place has kind of gone downhill. Looks like Wally's got a new place in Melee. I hope he's not still sore about the monocle. Looks like Wally's got a new place in Melee. The sign says, at Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly. Well, if it isn't Frank, Fred, and Finn, how are ya?
What you be talking about, boy?
Oh, whoops. Sorry, I mistook you for someone else. In a good way, I promise.
Aren't you that Guybrush Threepwood, what wants to be a pirate?
And you're the pirate leaders. I was looking for you.
Aye, well, we're not the pirate leaders no more.
Former pirate leaders is what we are.
Yeah, I already met the chilling trio who took your place. And your table.
Escaped with your life, I see.
How is it that you're not the pirate leaders anymore?
Time and democracy, boy.
A lot of our supporters be dead drunk, or retired.
Our eyes be sharp and our judgments keen. But once ye be labeled old school, that's all that gets seen.
The traditions of the 3 trials have become a joking matter in some quarters.
Dark times.
Aye, they even water the grog and mix it with fruit these days. Won't even strip the varnish off a deck.
What did you mean, wants to be a pirate? I've been a pirate for a long time now.
You may call yourself that, but remember the 3 trials.
I remember them. I was proud to complete them. I still talk about it sometimes. Ad nauseum, Elaine says. It's Latin for something.
Be that as it may, I don't recall us being presented with evidence as to the completion of all 3. That were part of your instructions at the time.
Oh no, really?
'Tis true enough.
Listen, can this wait a little longer? I've got a lot on my to-do list right now.
Aye, it matters not. We've all of us moved on.
How would you like to back my venture to find the secret of Monkey Island?
The secret?
What a prize!
That's what I tried to tell those clowns in the bar.
They say the pirate that holds the secret can never be sunk, that the wind always fills his sails.
So you're in?
Alas, no.
Those days are behind us.
We've sold our ship and sunk all of the cash into our next venture.
Oh, nuts.
Wait. Didn't I hear that the ghost pirate LeChuck be going to Monkey Island?
Don't say it. I'm afraid I'm gonna somehow wind up going with him. Tell me about your next venture. What is it?
'Tis a fish shop on the high street where the general store used to be.
A place for buying of fish and telling tales about the catching of fish.
We'll be open on the morrow. Be sure to stop by.
We'll give you the friend's price on the unpopular fish.
You said you don't have a ship? Where do you get your fish?
From reputable sources.
We'll give you an additional discount if you don't talk about that where people can hear you.
Why'd you pick this corner instead of one closer to your fish shop?
The woman as lives above the shop location is doing a bit of haranguing today. We'll stay clear of her. Thanks very much.
Do you know where I can get my hands on a ship?
Nay.
Stands were the only place for ships.
They've shut it down and thrown the man into jail.
Afraid you're out of luck?
No ships. I wonder if I really should be trying to get on LeChuck's ship. I'll see you around.
Seems likely.
The sign says, at Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly. Hi.
Everybody thinks they know more than the other.
Okay.
Once you have a key, you've got to open the door.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. Looks like a volcano island with horns that swallowed a basketball. Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work. Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the window...
A visitor! Wait, Guybrush Threepwood? Ha-ha!
Otis!
Howdy, kid.
And Stan. Otis, old pal. You haven't changed much since I last saw you.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right here?
Not at all. I was in the other cell that time. You look different somehow. New art style?
How nice of you to notice. What did they get you for this time?
I'm a victim of circumstance. Circumstance being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone, while hard killers roam the streets with pistols and swords.
I noticed you didn't say what crime they locked you up for.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers.
In the forest?
No, that's illegal. I learned my lesson. I picked them from the governor's garden instead.
Picking flowers from the governor's garden sounds like an unwise choice.
We used to be friends. Sort of. Anyway, they aren't even her flowers. Taxes pay for them. It's public property. I don't know why anyone bothers me about it. I don't hurt anybody.
Well, except the flowers.
They're annuals. They're doomed anyway.
Big news. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
That sounds fantastic. You know what I remember most about Monkey Island? The time you busted me out of jail right before we went there. I don't cruise ships anymore. But maybe you can still help me out. Like you did all those years ago.
Possibly, though it was kind of tricky last time, and I didn't get much out of it in the end.
I would be most appreciative. A locksmith has opened very conveniently across the way. I am told locksmiths can make keys for things. Things like cell doors.
Imagine that.
Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here. It's custard night. I don't think I can take that again.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Thanks. Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Watch your boots in here, son.
I think there's some writing on it, but it's too tiny to read. It says, jail rules. 1. No escaping.
How's your day going?
Hey, Stan.
Hello there, son.
Oh, sorry to see you in jail.
Thank you, son. I appreciate the thought. I'm sorry to see me here as well.
What did you do that got you arrested?
Let me tell you something, son. It's not what a man does that matters. It's who he is. Maybe one day, in a moment of weakness, he crosses a line. But if he's confident about what's in his heart, he can hold his head high. And you know what's in my heart, son?
Blood and goopy stuff?
People. People are in my heart. Anything I may have allegedly done, you can be sure I did it because I care about people.
What exactly did you allegedly do for people that got you arrested?
I gave them what they wanted. Now, naturally, people don't always know that they want the things they want. Sometimes it takes a man with a talent like mine to show them the way. And sometimes people who are jealous of that sort of talent will try to put all sorts of unpleasant labels on it. They use hurtful words like scam and misrepresentation and even fraud. But it's all just marketing, son. As natural as the rocks and the trees and the Melee Island flounder birds. And that's why I'm not worried. I'm awaiting final judgment of the court, but I'm certain I'll be acquitted. They don't hang people for marketing.
It sounds like you should have been arrested several decades ago. I mean, why now, all of a sudden?
One word: jurisdiction. I was expanding my core business, you see, trying to provide ship owners with a variety of ship maintenance necessities. Sponges, barnacle scrapers, repair manuals, rudder tape. I had a whole line of products. I expanded my distribution to other islands all over the Caribbean. And that's when I ran into trouble. Some of those islands have different laws, you see, that might not seem so fair to men like you and me. They slapped me with a ton of paper, talking about things like standards of quality and consumer protection and environmental impact. They didn't understand that I wasn't really selling porthole wipers. I was selling happiness. And my customers were happy. They were perfectly happy right up until some clown with a briefcase came along and told them they weren't. It's a crock, son, and that's why it won't stand up in court. I'll be out before you know it.
Didn't you used to have a law practice or something?
Used to, but I was disbarred for what we former law practitioners call moral turpitude.
Is that a real word?
More or less. It's one of those handy catch-all words that you can use whatever you want because it doesn't mean anything specific.
I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
The secret? Boy, that takes me back. But if you're looking for help, you're barking up the wrong enchilada. Just remember, life has no guarantees or warranties. Only jamborees.
Thanks. That's advice. I was really hoping to buy a ship from you.
Well, now, normally, I would do absolutely anything to get you into a comfortable ride right away. But my hands are tied. They're shackled. I can't do it. Not at any price. I'm completely out of inventory. Every ship on the lot was seized by unscrupulous lawyers who don't care about your sailing needs the way I do.
Oh, that's terrible.
Believe me, I feel worse about it than you do.
Could you refer me to a competitor?
Stab me in the heart. You'd go to a competitor? Where's your loyalty, son?
Well, seeing as you're in jail and have no ships and can't help me, I thought...
It doesn't matter anyway. There's no competition. I drove them all out of business long ago. Nobody can play the angles like old Stan. I didn't really anticipate a situation like this one coming up.
Any tips on how to steal a ship from someone else?
One word, son. Mutiny. Get yourself on board a worthy vessel, gain the confidence of the crew, wait for the right moment, and strike. If you don't get killed, look me up afterwards. I'll give you a good price for anything that can stay above the waterline. Naturally, it'll have to be store credit until I get back on my feet.
Could I get a ship from you after you're out of jail?
Don't count on it, son. I expect to be released any time, but I haven't even got anything on back order. It pains me to lose a sale, but if you need to get off this island, you're gonna have to find another way.
Okay, well, thanks, I guess.
Anything I can do to help you, let me know. As long as it doesn't involve selling you a ship.
Are you sure there's no way I can get a ship from you?
I'm afraid that's the case.
Nuts. It's starting to look like LeChuck's ship really is the only available ship on the island. Are you sure there's no way I can get a ship from you?
I'm afraid that's the case.
Nuts. Would it help if I broke you out of jail?
Now that's a kind offer, it truly is. Warms me to think that you'd do that for your old pal Stan. But I've got to think about the optics. I don't want to damage my case, and escaping from jail doesn't look good at trial. So thanks, but no thanks.
Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
Now that you mention it, there is one thing I've been missing during my time here in this lofty establishment. In all the rush and fuss and document shredding surrounding my arrest, I completely forgot to grab my toothbrush. If you happen to be passing by the shipyard, you might grab it for me. It'll be on my desk in the office.
Sure thing. See you later.
Yep. You look like you're having a good time. That's nice.
Any writing that was once here has been rubbed away.
They say the only real...
I don't remember this place being so leaky.
They finally installed running water.
Welcome to my shop.
Hello. At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
What's this lock?
That's for hats.
Are these for customers?
Not technically, but please, help yourself. That charming old guy who mans the lookout keeps bringing them for the parrot.
Thanks. I'll just take a few. Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
I've got enough to last me. It already looks well fed. That's an impressive machine.
Yep. This wouldn't be much of a lock shop without a key grinder.
These are nice.
It's a locksmithing test.
Close it all up, and if you get the key out, you pass?
That's the beginner level, yes. The real challenge is to lock the larger box inside the smaller one.
What's that key?
That's for a lockable quiver.
I see everyone in that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun, at least make a good one.
What is that? It's definitely not a key. Or a lock.
It's a fishing lure, of course.
Of course. Is that from a famous locksmith band or something?
My mother's band, the Golden Keys. They were named after some actual golden keys that she spent a bunch of time looking for.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Locke Smith.
You're kidding, right?
Nope. And before you ask, yes they did, yes it was, and they really, really wanted me to follow in the family business.
Can you really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary, just information.
It seems wrong that you can make a key from just the serial number.
It's a fail-safe, in case people lose their key. You know how people are.
Aren't locks way less secure if all you need is a number to get a new key?
That's why you should never share the serial number with anyone.
What happens if you lose your key and the serial number at the same time?
The numbers are usually engraved on the locks, just in case. And if you lose the lock, chances are you don't need a new key.
Well, what's to stop me reading the serial number on someone else's lock and having a key made?
The numbers are printed small enough that you need a special tool to read them. Only a pro would have a tool like that.
Can I borrow your lock serial number reading tool?
My magnifier? Not a chance. I could be drummed out of the union for that. If you want to play locksmith, you'll have to look elsewhere.
Tell me again about how to have keys made. It's exciting.
You bring me the serial number from the lock, I make the key. It's pretty straightforward.
Who's the old lady in the window across the way?
You mean Whitey Bones. She used to be the undertaker here years ago. Seems to know a lot of things that maybe don't quite fit together.
How well do you know Whitey Bones?
Not well at all. But she's been living near my shop for quite a few years. She was across from my old location, too.
But she moved when you moved?
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
I'm on a quest to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Exciting. The story in my family is that the secret is sort of like a key. One that opens all locks at once.
All at once? Well, how does that work?
No idea. It's just a story. But I guess you'll find out soon enough.
How would you like to join a pirate crew?
Would I have to leave my shop?
Well, yes, that's the general idea. The crew actually get on the ship and, crew it.
Thanks. I'll pass. Try down at the docks. There's always somebody hiring somebody down there.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything. I've got a system, and I don't like it disrupted.
Looks sort of like an eye. I think it's a chandelier.
Hey, Guybrush!
Hey, kid!
I think there's some writing on it, but it's too tiny to read.
Word of advice, kid. Stick to the narrow straights.
A spider! I don't remember this place being so leaky.
They finally installed running water.
Carla.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Hello, Swordmaster.
Prepare to taste my blade, you washed-up hack.
Anything but your cooking.
Low-hanging fruit, but it works.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
You should never have given up being Swordmaster.
Who says I did?
Oh, sorry, I just assumed. Governor seems like a full-time job.
It is, but there's room for overlap if you're creative about it. I heard from your wife. She's coming by to talk about scurvy legislation. I assume you're involved with that somehow?
Elaine can handle it. She doesn't need me.
I don't doubt that, but it isn't about what she does or doesn't need. If it isn't about the scurvy project, why are you here?
Elaine says Captain Madison is hurting her scurvy project.
Not the legislative part, just the public funding. The town was in a bind a while back, and that so-and-so, Captain Madison, saw an opportunity. She lent us the cash we needed, but now we're up a creek paying the interest. Things like social programs, waste management, and town maintenance are all on the back burner.
I like that woman less every minute.
You and me both.
Well, the mansion hasn't changed much. Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the books are hers.
They're my books now, as you well know.
I'm looking for the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you. I don't have it.
I'll be needing a crew. You interested?
Ha! I'd rather swallow a live badger than crew with you again. No offense intended.
So, unlikely but still possible?
No. You want a crew, go down to the docks and hire one.
Is there a government program that funds expeditions to find secrets of Monkey Island?
Oh, gosh. You're too late for that one. We canceled it last year and diverted the funds to build a habitat for the rare Caribbean whining leech.
Darn.
There's a ship at the docks that's headed for Monkey Island.
I think you're talking about LeChuck's ship.
Do you want to go to Monkey Island or don't you?
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Warning, do not try these tricks at home. It's thicker than I would have imagined. Can I borrow a book?
You've got a lot of nerve asking that. You never brought back the last book you borrowed. I had to buy another copy. You never even apologized.
pay for it.
I don't need your money.
Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even...
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the... You never even...
I totally forgot.
Of course you did. You think like a cow.
Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back... You never...
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
Warning, do not try these tricks at home. Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done. Edgy. I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey. The blurb says it's a solid if somewhat predictable story about a roguish pirate and a doomed romance with a woman of station. It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty. Does not include Secret of Monkey Island. Oh. I tried to read that once, but I couldn't finish it. Note to the reader. No disguised secrets are revealed in this book. It's a lot of work being governor. I like your stuffed, guess it's a dog?
Please, take that and throw it away. It was a gift from the Earl of Thickwater, who is a contemptible pig.
It's soft and extra fuzzy.
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
I've seen that same painting on a box of frozen instant cereal. Elaine told me that's Lauder Neckbeard, second governor of Melee Island. His overly strict morals and overly lax regulatory policies helped make the island what it is today.
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
Wow, it's worse than I imagined. The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day. It says, Tan's previously owned vessels. So sad. Stan's used to be the best place to buy used ships. I remember when these torches lit up Stan's previously owned vessels like a carnival. It always looks bigger on this side of the island. This used to be such a bright, cheery place. It's sad to see the shipyard like this. Looks like the only available ship on the island right now is LeChuck's. It's a dried-up old sea sponge. Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now. Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out. Looks like the only available ship on the island right now is LeChuck's. The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush? The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush? The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush? The assets of this... The window's all boarded up. Is that an old toothbrush? Meathook's museum is gone. So is the cable to his island. It's just as well, given the worldwide rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle shortage. Warning: the dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly recommended. I used to love these when I was 6. Museum of Pirate Lore. I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2 days. I think they're illegal now. At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly. Once upon a time, I won a t-shirt right here on the front lawn. Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enter. The sign says, at Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly. Hi, Cobb. Hard to believe after all these years you're still here.
I was declared a historical landmark.
Yeah, the place does seem different from what I remember.
It's this new, younger generation of pirate leaders. Oh, they're highfalutin dark magic. Look at us. We're so much better than you because we don't drink grog before getting married. These kids today are all about sacking and pillaging. They've got no heart.
me about Loom.
Oh, I'm so sick of pirates asking me about Loom. Get lost.
Then why don't you take off the Ask Me About Loom button?
My grog-riddled body is fused with it. I'm more button than man at this point.
Oh, come on. Tell me about Loom. For old time's sake.
Beat it.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
Fine. You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic, stunning, high-resolution 3D landscapes, sophisticated score, and musical effects. Not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush. Go out and buy Loom today.
Yes!
Now get lost.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island. Wanna come?
I heard the secret is just some marketing gimmick Stan thought up. That only the gullible and naive would go looking for it.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
It's those three clowns at the back table.
Guybrush Threepwood, as I live and breathe, how have you been?
Peachy.
How's Elaine? She was always my favorite governor. Also, she covered your tab when you stopped coming in.
Still in public service. Fighting scurvy now.
My place is clean. Our health certificates are up to date.
No, it's not like that. She's got a foundation. They're trying to promote Lyme's as a preventative.
Oh, well, tell her I say hello.
The atmosphere in the bar is different than it used to be.
Yeah, I don't like it, but I've got to cater to the new crowd. Everything changes, Guybrush.
But the roaches stay the same.
I've missed your wit. And your low alcohol tolerance.
Hey! Those new pirate leaders seem like real jerks. Why do you even let them in the bar?
Well, they've driven off my old regulars, so I don't have a lot of choice if I want to stay in business. Also, if I tried to get them to leave, they'd probably cut me up and throw me in the soup. Frankly, I'm terrified of them. On the plus side, they have more disposable income and better hygiene than the old crowd.
Did I mention I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island?
No, I don't think you did. Well, that's exciting. So you'll be hiring a ship at the docks?
I'm thinking I'll steal one.
As far as I know, the only ship out there is LeChuck's.
Even better. 2 birds with 1 stone.
Bold. I like your thinking.
Ooh, I think I hear the health inspector.
What? Where?
Just kidding. That joke never gets old. Ooh, I think I hear the health inspector.
What? Where?
Just kidding. That joke never gets old. Ooh, I think I...
What? Where?
Just kidding. Ooh, I think I hear...
What?
Just... Ooh, I think I hear the health...
What? Where?
Just... Keep up the good work.
Thanks. Will do.
The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk. Looks like a mugshot. Looks like a mugshot.
Stay away from that picture.
Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday. Pests or garnishes?
A good cook sources local supplies when he can.
Well, it's definitely a mop. Will you advance me the down payment on a ship if I help you clean up?
Put that down before you hurt yourself.
What?
Clearly, there's a lot you don't know about mops.
Honestly, I think I prefer to keep it that way.
Stay away from my mop. Stay away from my mop.
Active little guys, aren't they? It's like a miniature dance party. And at least they look healthy. It's like a miniature dance party. And at least they look healthy. It's like a miniature dance party. And at least they look healthy. Active little guys, aren't they? And at least they look healthy. Active little guys, aren't they? Ooh, I think I hear the health inspector.
What? Where?
Just kidding. That joke never gets old. Keep up the good work.
Thanks. Will do. Stay away from that picture.
Ooh, I think I hear the health inspector.
What? Where?
Just kidding. That joke never gets old. Keep up the good work.
Thanks. Will.
Pleasantly scorching hot. Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday. Pleasantly scorching hot. Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday. It's good for relieving stress. It's soft and extra fuzzy. The plaque says, "In memory of looming seagulls of old." The plaque says, "In memory of looming seagulls of old." I think someone tried to secure a boat with this. Keep up the good work.
Thanks. Will do.
Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Let's pretend I was really considering this. What sort of pirate qualifications have you got, exactly?
I completed the 3 trials.
Trials?
It's how they used to make their bones in the old days.
Well, I was a director of combat operations for the British Navy, and I've written 2 books on ship-to-ship tactics.
I'm a founding member and co-director of the Red Fleet and hold records for civilian casualties from San Domingo to Venezuela.
I'm an expert in 17 forms of hand-to-hand combat, 3 of which I invented. I served with Bellamy, Teach, and Roberts before they each met an untimely end that I might have had nothing to do with.
Just so you know, this is the kind of resume we expect.
Oh. Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey?
Yes.
Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Yes.
Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Yes.
Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Yes.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Don't sound much like pirating to me.
How clever. Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas. Equal opportunity employer. Inquire here.
Looking for a job? Step this way.
The clipboard in your hand says you're the quartermaster.
The crew says I'm the quartermaster. Clipboard doesn't get a vote. You look like a guy without many options. You want a job? Short of swabby. LeChuck's an equal opportunity employer. Even humans are mostly tolerated.
Have you got anything more senior?
Well, I need a second mate, a bosun, a ship surgeon, and a gunner. Do you think you're qualified for any of those?
I could be second mate.
Do you honestly have any idea what a second mate does?
Goes to store openings and funerals and waits for the first mate to be incapacitated.
I thought so.
I'd make a great bosun.
Exactly what qualifications have you got for that?
I can hold my breath for 10 minutes. Okay, maybe 8.
Don't waste my time, okay?
How about ship surgeon?
I assume you have some kind of medical degree?
Is that a definite requirement?
Sorry.
I could be the gunner. Oh, I'd be great at that. Boom, boom.
You look a little scrawny. What do you bench?
Bench? No problem. I sat on one for 12 hours once. I can take it.
I have a lot to do today.
Maybe Swabby's not so bad after all.
The only requirement is that you bring your own mop. If you've got a mop, the job is... Hey, wait a minute. What's your name, sailor?
Andrew LeChuck. No relation.
What a coincidence. LeChuck gave me a blacklist and you're on it. In fact, you are the blacklist. I'm sorry. Can't hire you. You're obviously Guybrush Threepwood.
Well, that's a slight hitch.
I'm confused. Didn't you say you were gonna get your own ship?
Yes, but then suddenly I thought, why bother? I wanted a ship and a crew. Here was a ship and a crew. Ripe for the taking. All I had to do was get on board, wait for the right moment, and strike.
Strike?
Mutiny the crew, seize the ship. Be a pirate.
Except they wouldn't hire you because they knew who you were.
Yeah, that was a problem. Also, I needed a mop. Hey.
Threepwood. I shouldn't even be talking to you.
I'm not Guybrush Threepwood. I just look like him. You'd be amazed how often people confuse us. Sometimes I impersonate him at parties, just for fun. We've never even met, and I doubt I'd like him if we did.
Even if any of that were true, it wouldn't matter. LeChuck would take one look at you and go nuts. Just looking like Guybrush Threepwood is enough that I can't give you the job. Sorry.
Hey.
What is it?
Are you sure I can't convince you that I'm not Guybrush Threepwood?
Just looking like Guybrush Threepwood is enough that I can't give you the job. Sorry.
Hey.
What is it?
Come on, let me have the swabby job.
If you were anybody else and you had a mop, I'd hire you. But you're you, so I'm sorry, I can't.
Why was Wally in such a hurry? He wouldn't sell us out to Madison, would he?
I believe he needed to relieve the pressure upon him in a different way.
I said not to touch that. You don't use someone else's mop.
Why not?
The mop is the formal tool of a cook. Not as clumsy or random as a dish rag. An elegant tool for a more civilized cleaning. You cannot hope to succeed with the mop of another.
I can't?
You must construct your own. A single, perfect instrument that you will keep and use for a lifetime.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Once you build it, the mop will become your constant companion, your tool, and a ready means of defense against spills of all kinds.
Build it?
The wood is the heart of the handle. The heart is the handle of the cook. You are one.
Not helpful so far.
You must find a particular tree. A tree uniquely suited to the handles of mops. carve your handle from a limb of that tree. Any questions?
How do I find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
What kind of wood is the tree?
That is something you must discover for yourself.
What about the head of the mop?
Oh, you have to have one, of course, but pretty much anything will do. It's mostly about the handle.
Are you sure I can't just buy a mop? Yours, for example.
No, you've got to make one. Trust me on this.
What kind of wood did you say the tree was?
I didn't.
What kind of wood did you say the tree was?
I didn't.
What kind of wood did you say the tree was?
I didn't.
What kind of wood did you say the tree was?
I didn't.
Remind me how to find the mop handle tree.
I can't tell you exactly where it is.
Okay, I guess I'll do it. What's wrong?
You gave the story the wrong title. It should be called Mop Quest. When do we get to the piratey parts?
Well, even the coolest professions involve more mopping up than you would think. It seemed crazy to me at the time, too. But don't forget, it was all so I could board a ship, take command, and sail to Monkey Island. But first, I had to make a mop.
Stay away from my mop.
The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk. Nice and hot. Wonder how long I could stand here before bursting into flames. Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Yes.
It'll be my ship soon enough. Re-elect Governor Carlo. Hi there, little guy. Hi again. Oh, those new pirate leaders are real jerks. They laughed at me, and they won't fund my expedition. Why didn't you warn me?
Would you have listened?
Of course. Okay, no, probably not. I'm thinking about going on LeChuck's expedition after all.
I'm glad to hear you decided to patch things up.
Nah, he doesn't want me on the ship. I'm blacklisted. I'm gonna have to go in disguise.
These Shakespearean comedies just write themselves.
See anything interesting out there?
Change. The future.
Are those the names of ships? All I can see is open water.
It's what I named my cataracts.
Huh. You've been at this post a long time.
Yep. My eyesight isn't what it once was, but my hearing is still as sharp as the governor's sword.
And that's helpful for being a lookout?
There's hardly ever anything to see anyway. The job is mostly about greeting people. Welcome to Melee Island.
Thanks.
Hi there. Welcome to the Melee Island Museum of Pirate Lore. I'm Conrad, the curator and docent here. The museum showcases the largest collection of pirate memorabilia in the Caribbean. Or on Melee Island at the very least. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched and fact-checked by myself and my team. Authenticity is our watchword and our pledge. Feel free to explore. And if you have any questions, just ask.
What's this melted lump of metal?
It used to be a mug. It was melted by some kind of acid. It was found in the Melee jail many years ago, after an incident where like 20 pirates escaped.
Hey, I did that. I had to keep pouring the grog from mug to mug because it was melting them. I had an armload of mugs, and I juggled them all the way from the scum bar to the jail. Also, I could get Otis to join my crew. Not my greatest decision in retrospect.
That's a pretty wild story.
You don't believe me?
It's not a question of belief.
Never mind. It's not important. What was this cinder you've got on the wall?
Oh, that. Yeah, that was an unsent love letter written by Elaine Marley while she was governor of the island.
What? Elaine?
The recipient was referred to only as Plunder Bunny.
That's me!
It was a really touching letter. Unfortunately, I put the candle too close to it.
What did it say? Tell me what she said.
Oh, you know, love letter stuff. Honestly, I don't remember a word of it, but it was touching.
Thanks a lot. That's a nice coffin.
The one with the ore. Yeah, the coffin had a lot of water damage when I got it from the voodoo lady in town, but I managed to restore it. It was used by a certain well-known captain in a daring escape from a Turkish prison.
The water damage is actually from the swamp on Scab Island.
Unlikely. The prison in question is nowhere near Scab Island.
I'm just trying to help.
Thanks. I've got it under control.
Tell me about this hunk of wood.
That's an original plank from the Golden Hind, autographed by Francis Drake himself.
Tell me again about the plank.
That's an original plank from the Golden Hind, autographed by Francis Drake himself.
What's the story with the wanted poster?
That is the earliest known wanted poster for Captain Kate Capsize. You can tell how notorious she was by the huge number of crimes listed there. Very impressive. I got it from a collector on Fat Island.
Those are my own crimes, actually. I was pretty much public enemy #1 on Fat Island at the time. I stuck Kate's picture on there so she'd get thrown in jail.
That would never work. Nobody's that clueless in real life.
I'm telling you the truth.
I'm sure you are, but it just doesn't quite square with the official record. So it's hard to substantiate.
Substantiate? You've got an eyewitness.
Eyewitnesses are notoriously inaccurate. Human memory is plastic and suggestible.
Not yours, apparently.
No, of course not. I deal in facts.
What can you tell me about this eye patch?
That's the pride of the collection. It belonged to Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. Supposedly, it had voodoo powers that would disguise him. I tried it on, though, and nothing happened.
Tell me again about the eye patch.
It belonged to supposedly.
The display case is locked. The display case is locked. There's some very tiny writing on it. That map looks familiar.
That's 1/4 of the original map to the treasure of Big Whoop. I got it from the cartographer on Low Street. Apparently, he was somehow involved in the search for Big Whoop.
About all Wally managed to do was get kidnapped by LeChuck's henchmen.
That's not the way he tells it.
You should think about hiring a research assistant.
Oh, I did. Unpaid, of course. Intern.
How on earth do you have that note?
Oh, yeah. That's very interesting. That was found tucked inside of a book at the Fat Island Library. It's the actual note left by the ghost pirate LeChuck when he kidnapped Governor Marley.
I know what it is. The lookout handed it to me just before I finished my 3 trials. I was crushed, but undaunted. I gathered a crew and I sailed to Monkey Island to save her. Not that she needed it, as it turned out.
Wow, man, you're really into this. I've got a role-playing group on Thursday nights.
This is absurd. It's like this whole wall is stuff from my personal adventures, but somehow I'm not even mentioned in your stories.
That's what's so great about this museum. Everyone makes their own connections with the exhibits, and it's highly personal and different for everyone.
That's not what I'm trying to say at all.
That's okay. You don't need to say anything. Just listen to what the exhibits tell you.
Fine. I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
No kidding? Wow! Are you named after Guybrush Threepwood?
I guess you could say that.
Nice.
Do you have maps of the forest here?
No, that's not really what we do. Try the map shop in town?
I see you wear a peg leg, despite having both of your original legs.
Just part of the docent's outfit, for the tourists. Kids always want to try it on.
That's charming and creepy at the same time.
This is a museum for people who think attacking ships and murdering the crew for profit sounds fun.
Touché. Your museum is quaint.
Thanks. It's been a personal passion of mine. I'm nuts about old-timey pirate stuff.
Old-timey?
Being around it really makes you feel like you're a part of something. Doesn't it?
I am part of something.
Exactly.
Are any of these things valuable?
The security parrot isn't just here to look piratey. John Laney's eye patch is irreplaceable. It's the highlight of the collection. Amazingly, I got it at a yard sale. They didn't know what they had.
I'm going to find the legendary secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, that's excellent! Super retro. If you need a place to display it, I know a convenient museum.
I'll have a look around.
Please do.
That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. What do you feed it?
Thieves, mostly.
Good to know. It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it. That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. Tell me again about the eye patch.
It belonged to Captain John Laney, the pirate of a supposedly...
It's locked. It's locked. What you working on?
Crossword puzzle.
Green, half off. Blue, half of off. Yellow, half of off. Orange, aren't you glad you're here? Someone's very excited I'm looking at this sign. It's an unusual safe with 5 keyholes.
Alas, the safe is not for sale. It has been placed with me for safekeeping.
Looks like it's been there forever. Not for me. Everything's spilled out of it in a puddle. A crystal. Yeah, this isn't that kind of game. It says everything must go, but it says it with numbers. Not very practical. It's a creepy shrunken head with long, stringy hair. I didn't know these were a voodoo thing.
They're not. But the tourists like them.
Keep up the good work, buddy. Too bad it's empty. An empty basket. I should have gotten here last month. Next time I'm in a drum circle, this would come in handy. This is a neat symbol. What does it mean?
That used to contain magical disguises. But alas, they have all gone.
Yeah, it's too bad you're sold out. A magic disguise seems really useful.
There's always the famous eye patch of John Laney at the museum. I'm sure the magic has worn off by now, but I believe I could restore its abilities. All my merchandise is top shelf.
Can't you at least wait until I say what I'm thinking? It's creepy.
All my merchandise is top shelf.
Can't you at least wait until I say what I'm thinking? It's creepy. Pointy.
It is a non-magical ceremonial knife. Very sharp indeed.
Oh, I'd like this knife.
An excellent choice. I will need you to verbally agree to a release of liability.
Okay.
This product is not to be used in the commission of any crime, including vandalism, jailbreak, and theft of ancient priceless artifacts.
no problem.
Threatening, frightening, stabbing, shaving, or manicuring yourself or another person are likewise considered outside the scope of acceptable use.
Oh, okay, I guess.
The product is not balanced for throwing. Throwing the product violates these terms and will invalidate the warranty. Whittling, scrimshaw, mumbledy-peg, juggling, and any tricks involving stacking or balancing the product may cause serious injury and should not be attempted by unlicensed persons.
Uh-huh.
Use with breads, spreads, bedspreads, or thread may damage the product. If damaged, the product should not be used. Product is sharp and should not be carried in a pocket, coat, belt, hatband, handbag, shoulder holster, or sheath. At all times, keep the product away from children, pets, the aged or infirm, clowns, pirates, and adults. Where possible, it should be locked securely in a vault. The manufacturer accepts no responsibility for the consequences of any use or misuse of this product. By verbally assenting to these terms, purchaser hereby assumes all liability, past, present, and future, throughout this and all possible and impossible universes.
Oh, is this where I say yes?
Yes.
Yes. Is there anything I am allowed to do with it?
I am not able to answer that question, as it could create a liability issue.
It's my very own, very sharp, non-magical ceremonial knife. What's this thing?
It's a forgiveness frog. When no apology will do, give the forgiveness frog. It's like a card, only much better because it's a frog.
I've never heard of that before. Are you sure it's real voodoo?
No comment. It works. Trust me.
I'll take this forgiveness frog.
It can help someone forgive even very old transgressions.
Your sign says you're going out of business. Or is this one of those not really going out of business sales?
There is a new dark magic on the rise in the Caribbean. It has many adherents, particularly among the young. There is little demand for my talents or my wares. Business is terrible, and there are other factors. Captain Madison desires this location. That it belongs to me will be of little help against her financial and political powers.
Whoa, back up. Dark magic, you said?
I did.
How does dark magic work?
Runes, chemicals, the power of secrets. I am no expert. It's too sterile for my tastes. I like things messy and theatrical.
Is dark magic powerful?
Powerful, yes, it can be. But dangerous. If the badger chews his own tail, soon there is no more badger.
You like that metaphor a lot, don't you?
It has many uses.
Can dark magic get me to Monkey Island?
No.
Nuts. Where can I get my hands on some dark magic?
Dark magic is not your path, Guybrush Threepwood.
Do you know more about this John Laney guy with the eye patch?
Captain John Laney was renowned as the pirate of 1,000 faces. It was said that he could fool his best friend with nothing more than an eye patch. That legend is true, but only because the eye patch he used was filled with much voodoo magic. The eye patch still exists. It is on display at the Museum of Pirate Lore here on Melee Island. If an enterprising person such as yourself were to liberate it and bring it here, I could most likely get it working again.
Got it. Thanks. Can you use your talents to tell me how Elaine is right now?
She is always close, no matter the distance.
Do your answers ever make sense?
There are no answers, only questions that are finished.
Are you able to see what LeChuck is up to?
Your goals and the goals of LeChuck are aligned, as always. But his intentions are darker. He would use the secret to do terrible things.
Darker? What's that supposed to mean?
LeChuck must not acquire the secret.
No argument there. Got any other mystical advice or information for me? Stock tips or something?
No.
I've always been impressed by your chair.
Thank you.
Is this the year when you finally tell me your name? It's become almost a running gag between us. But it's awkward, like when your glass is empty but you keep trying to drink out of it over and over.
It is Corina.
Oh, okay. Karina. Nice. Somehow it was more exciting before I knew that.
That is true of many things.
I'll get back to browsing the shop.
Act fast. Supplies are limited.
Do you do gift wrapping?
We're out of wrapping paper, unless you'd like it wrapped in the skin of a lizard.
No thanks. Someone's very excited I'm looking at this sign. How much for the safe?
It is not for sale at any price. As
I'd need a lot of keys to open that. The curtains are for sale too?
Everything goes. They'd make a great dress.
Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. If any clock were the exception to that rule, it would be this one. Looks like Wally's got a new place in Melee. Hey, Wally!
Well, 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 look what the surf washed ashore. It's Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again too, Wally. Whatever your last name is.
I spent years in therapy getting over being burned, blinded, blown up, abandoned, and marooned because of you.
Yeah, good times, huh?
You're lucky I'm past all that and am running the best map shop within the Caribbean and beyond.
You wouldn't happen to have a map to the secret of Monkey Island.
Funny you should ask. I recently made one on commission, but then they destroyed all my source material. It is the only one in existence. Best of luck to you.
I'm looking for a tree to make a stupid mop from. Have you got a map for that?
So the cook has sent you on one of his spiritual journeys? Been a while since I made one of those mop tree maps. What kind of tree is it again?
I don't know. A wood one?
That's okay. Just bring me a sliver of the wood and I can work it out from there. I'm that good.
You have a lot of maps in here.
We've got so many, you need a map to find them all. A little cartographer humor.
Yeah, I'd forgotten how funny it was. Looks like the shop across the way is in trouble.
The high-stakes, ego-driven world of pirating is changing, and dark magic is taking over. Voodoo magic is fun and all, but it's not what the new generation wants. Me? I'm on the bleeding edge and making a bundle. I'm about to franchise.
The town seems to be pretty run down.
Since Captain Madison made Melee her base of operations, people have been complaining. They say she brings a bad element to town, but that bad element spends a lot of money on maps. So, what am I supposed to do?
Do what's right?
I am. I'm doing what's right for Wally.
Bye. I didn't know you made globes, too.
I don't. This is for reference. It's got all the latest continents.
Ooh, those look fancy.
The finest tools to make the finest maps.
Ooh, looks chilly up there. It's a long, small map of somewhere far, far away. This map shows both sides of the globe.
It's twice the value.
What's this a map of?
The secret movements and activities of my competitors.
That sounds reasonable. Wally, can I have one of these maps?
Absolutely. If you pay for it.
Never mind. It's a map on a fan. What'll they think of next? This must be Trouser Island.
Actually, Mr. Threepwood, it's...
Yep, Trouser Island. I had a map like this once, but I sailed left. I had a map like this once, but I sailed left. That looks like a treacherous voyage. It says, rating, Cursed Black Diamond. The first rule of piracy is, never buy a used treasure map. Good old mazes. Can't get enough mazes. Ooh, this one looks nice. How much is it?
Oh, that one? Too much.
Hey, Wally, what's with the window ladder?
I use it to keep an eye on the neighbors.
Well, it's good to have a hobby. Hey, Wally, what's in these boxes?
Maps.
Hey, Wally. Tell me again what you need to make...
Just bring me a sliver.
Bye. It's maps wrapped in maps. I didn't know you could do that. I try to steer clear of sea monsters myself. Somewhat understated and somewhat overpriced. It looks expensive and shiny. I like shiny. It looks expensive and shiny. I like shiny. Never seen one of those before. They're like glasses, only way less convenient. Ooh, look behind you, a three-headed monkey.
Oh, please take one. I use them to promote my business. See, it says maps and more on the edge.
Thanks. Better to have one for each eye.
If you say so.
I appreciate that Wally hasn't traded it in for a new model just because it's been around the block once or twice. I feel very strongly about that for some reason. I appreciate that Wally has... I feel very... The voodoo lady said it was a forgiveness frog. It makes things look bigger. It makes things look bigger. They're having a half-off sale.
LeChuck, sir. Just thought I'd pop in and let you know. Preparations to set sail are almost done.
You have all the supplies for the spell to get to Monkey Island?
Check. Squid ink, chickens, brimstone, cinnamon, monkey blood, mint, and an annoying skull.
Well done! Mark yourself down for one less lashing this voyage.
Funny story. Guybrush Threepwood tried to sign on to the crew.
Threepwood? He must be looking for the secret too. That guy steals all my best ideas. Have him killed. Wait, let him live. I want him to see me sail off for Monkey Island knowing the secret is lost to him forever.
Sure. I want to bring this up one more time. Is searching for this mythical secret of Monkey Island a good idea? Shouldn't we be out terrorizing the high seas, instilling fear, creating mayhem, being more on brand for LeChuck?
I've had enough of you questioning my orders. Finish loading the ship, and whatever you do, don't let Threepwood on board.
Very well. Things are not what they seem.
Looks like a volcano island with horns that swallowed a basketball. The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work.
Hey, Guybrush!
Hey, kid!
I think there's some writing on it, but it's too tiny to read.
Jail is like a...
I can read the serial number. I'll write it down so I don't forget. This is the number for the jail cell lock. Any writing that was once here has been rubbed away. Hey, Stan!
Hello there, son!
I've been to the shipyard. Your office is all boarded up, with your toothbrush sealed inside, presumably.
Well, don't worry yourself about it then, son. I found a dead centipede in the corner that should do until they let me out.
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son, but thanks.
See you later.
Yep.
Hello, Mr. Brush.
Hi. Hello again. I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything.
Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. Good choice on the lock. These are really sturdy. It's the same kind they use over at the jail.
Ooh, wow. What a coincidence. I had no idea. Hello again. Can I get another key made?
Sure. Just write down the serial number and give it to me.
This is awesome. Now I can open one of the jail cells.
Hey, Guybrush!
Hey, kid! Darn it! I've been trying to inventory the spiders, but they keep eating each other, and I have to start over.
Otis, the authorities have reconsidered your case and decided that you should go free.
I'm very grateful to the authorities and will not mention their name should any awkward questions be asked. Good luck, Stan. I hope you get acquitted.
Oh, it's in the bag, friend, but thanks.
Hey, Stan.
Hello there, son.
Are you sure you don't want me to break...
150.
See you later.
Yep.
I'll stay on this side of the bars, just in case. I already copied the serial number. I don't remember this place being so leaky.
Hot diggity, what a day, huh?
Ugh, it's that same spider. I think it's a chandelier. I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
The voodoo lady said it was a forgiveness frog. Here.
You're giving me a frog?
It's a forgiveness frog, for when words aren't enough.
That is complete nonsense. And yet, I am going to forgive you for losing my book. I can't even explain why. I just have this sudden, inexplicable urge to forgive. You'd better not be up to something.
Just don't lose the frog, okay?
No, I'll keep it with me always.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Can I borrow this book?
All right. I was upset after you lost the last one, but you seemed genuinely sorry, so I guess I'll give you another chance.
Thanks. I won't let you down. I'll definitely return this. Can I borrow this book?
One book at a time. I only trust you so far.
The blurb says it's a solid if somewhat predictable story about a roguish pirate and a doomed romance with a woman of station.
From my mop.
Oh, you look like the health inspector tasted your stew. Or you did.
Worse. Marlin is here.
Who?
The customer I have nightmares about. He's the only importer of yak fat on the island, so I need to keep him happy, but he makes that impossible. Today he wants me to make him a dish that he ate last week at some kind of event at the governor's mansion. But of course he doesn't remember what it's called or know what's in it or even remember what color it was. He says he thinks it has ingredients in it. I don't have the slightest idea what to make.
Oh, where did he say he had the dish he wants you to make?
At the governor's mansion. It's probably some exotic, weird-tasting thing from a swanky cookbook.
If I brought you a recipe, could you make it?
Of course. I'm a cook. See the hat?
Oh, look behind you! A three-headed monkey!
I do know a great stew recipe for monkey heads, but I can't think about that right now.
I'll see what I can find out.
Thanks.
Well, it's definitely...
Stay away from my mop. Stay away from that picture.
The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old. Active little guys, aren't they? Thanks.
Thanks for returning my book. Maybe you have learned to be responsible. Next time you can just put it in the bookshelf yourself.
Can I borrow this cookbook?
You cook like a cow.
That's why I need the cookbook.
Fine, fine.
Thanks. I won't let you down. I'll definitely return this. How's it going with that nightmare customer guy?
My stomach feels like it's full of cannonballs and splintered rowboats.
Good news. I have a cookbook. I found this at the governor's mansion.
Aha! The mystery dish must be in there. I have no idea which one it'll be, so I'll just have to make them all. I'd better get to work. Thanks, Guybrush.
It's the cook's old mop.
Keep your hands off my mop! Brilliant innovation.
It's the cook's old mop.
Seems like a lot, but okay.
Yeah, it's filled with nasty-looking water.
This will be excellent.
It's Carla's copy of Ingredients by Barbie LaFlay. It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. Hey, Wally. I found this sliver of wood. Can you use this to make the map to the mop tree?
Looks legit. I'll see what I can do. Here it is.
Thanks, Wally. It seems to be stuck closed. It seems to be stuck closed. It seems to be stuck closed. I don't don't see anything useful here. I don't see anything useful here. It seems to be stuck closed. Employees only. Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney, the pirate. Well, the numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to read. If one monocle is good, two is better. This was a good idea. They magnify stuff even better since I stuck them together. Ah, crystal clear. I'll just write that down.
Hello, Mr. Brush.
Hiya. This is the one for the museum display case. Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. This will be for a high-end display case. You a collector?
Yeah. Stamps. The display case is locked. It doesn't fit.
What do you expect me to do, Elaine? Issue a proclamation?
Of course not, Carla. We'll need to generate public support. I'm working on that.
People around here don't like any kind of restrictions, even if it's for their own good.
But we can put a requirement on ships traveling to the north. There's already a customs check, so the infrastructure is all in place.
But it's a start. Scurvy's a big problem. Let's do all we can.
Agreed.
I've come a long way. Is there anything else on the agenda?
Coffee?
Can you charge John Laney's eye patch up for me?
Ah, the famous eye patch disguise of John Laney. As I suspected, the magic has long since drained away. One moment. Come, spirits of deception and death, drink your rejuvenation and awaken.
Death?
It's nothing to worry about. John Laney, this hapless boy needs your help.
Hey.
Take pity on him and bring him the power to hide from his enemies.
Well, you don't have to put it like that. That's it?
Unless you want the extended service warranty.
No, thanks. I'm not a sucker. What do I owe you?
Maybe try it on first, before we discuss payment.
Well, how do I look? Yeah! What the heck? I look like a zombie. Is it broken?
John Laney was especially known for impersonating monsters of various types.
You failed to mention that earlier.
It's not a strong part of the sales pitch.
I'll just wear it when I really need to. Ugh.
You're welcome.